Yeah, so let's talk about Bihar elections. Bihar elections, I was right about one thing, even though I didn't have much interest in Bihar elections, but I was right that BJP will end up getting more seats. But what I did not expect and what ended up happening was that BJP plus JDU combined, plus LJP, they got such a humongous victory,
Yeah.
which was completely unexpected.
There were two more parties with them. Like it was a coalition. NDA was a coalition of 5 parties actually. Two more smaller parties were there, but yeah, I think the vote transfer was very very fluid, right? So every party is like the constituents of every party. Like there was a very good vote transfer. That is the only thing which can create such a huge like strike rate. Like they had 202 seats. They won 202 seats, right? NDA.
Yes.
And also, I think Chirag Paswan and his party LGP contesting within the NDA this time. I think it was like a boost to the NDA government, to the NDA.
Yeah, and what do you think are the reasons for such a crushing loss for RJD? Tejasvi Yadav led RJD.
Yeah, I think there are many reasons. I think the first one would be that the RJD was alone. Like there was no support from any other party. Like it had Congress.
Congress was a
has
total flop.
No influence in Bihar, right? No local leaders or anything.
It ended up getting lesser seats than MIM.
Yes, it barely got like 4 or 5 seats.
5 seats, I think.
Yeah, and it had a vote share of like 7 to 8%. A very, very low vote share. So RJD was like fighting on its own, right?
It was fighting on its own, but it was an alliance with Congress. Yes. They had a seat sharing
they had few more
arrangement.
Parties, like small parties with them.
Of course, they had. AIMIM wanted about 5 to 6 seats in a pre-poll alliance.
Yes.
Which Tejasvi Yadav refused.
He called him an extremist.
Yes. And I guess he did not want AIMIM to take grow. That place, to grow as a Muslim party.
Yes, he wanted Muslims. To conserve all that Muslim votes.
But he ended up now presenting himself as an alternative for Muslims.
Yes.
Now he's a player in Bihar politics.
Yes, and it had a very high strike rate. Like its vote percentage, I think it is 0.5 to 1%. MIMs.
Yeah.
And it has 5 seats.
Yeah.
With such a low vote share. Like a really high seat conversion as compared to the vote share. So do you think like it will create it was going to like long term, it is going to dent the RJD's vote share? Like the Muslim
I think share. Muslims have been showing a pattern in this country that as long as there is no party that they can genuinely call their own, their option is with Congress or related parties.
Regional parties.
But the moment a party like AIMIM presents itself, that it can actually win them seats. And it has been seen that Congress is not really the choice then left for Muslims. And when that issue is there, that they want to beat BJP, that is there. So whoever is in a best position to beat BJP, they would vote for. But there is a pattern that's emerging. That if there is a Muslim party that is going to be there to represent them, enough number of seats they will win. But to represent them, they end up supporting that party. And AIMIM is going to grow.
But it has only grown in Bihar. Like this phenomena of, of the Muslim vote going to MIM, it has only been able to like win seats.
It has translated to seats.
Yeah, translated to seats only in Bihar, not in Madhya Pradesh, not in Uttar Pradesh.
In Madhya Pradesh, Muslim population will not get seats. Will not. But in Uttar Pradesh, it may happen. But in Uttar Pradesh, Muslims still see Samajwadi Party as their party. And anyone that can defeat BJP and actually, if any party can defeat BJP in UP, is SP. No Congress, no BSP, almost seems like a dead party.
So you're saying that practically they know that SP is the only chance to beat
in
BJP.
UP. Yeah. Yes, in UP. In West Bengal, they will definitely vote for Mamta.
Yeah,
because Mamta is all powerful there.
Yes, because even in Bengal last time AIMIM tried to like create a third front with the local Muslim leaders, but they failed in it. Completely failed. They didn't get the vote share at all.
Right.
So yeah, what do you think will be the national implications at the center of BJP winning this?
One national implication that seems to be quite obvious is the Prime Minister mentioned about this translating into something good in Bengal for BJP.
Oh yeah.
He said that this is not going to stop just here. It's going to end up giving us a solid platform to rise in Bengal as well. And as a Bengali, what do you think about it?
I think Bengal election will be it is going to be a tough election, whether irrespective of the Bihar results.
Yeah, it will be tough for whom? BJP or both?
Both.
Yeah.
Tough for both.
Of
Yes.
course, they are going to the Trinamool Congress, Trinamool of Mamata Banerjee. He's going to fight it like its life depends on it. Because
Yes.
it's just a one
Because
party. It's just a one state party.
See, the thing is with Bengali, being a Bengali, I'll tell you this. The Bengali society is an extremist society. At one point of time, they can only be ideologically aligned to a certain belief system. Like when they were like, I think like back in 200, 300 years ago, when they must have been very orthodox Hinduism was prevalent in Bengal, like very orthodox. Like if you go back 200 years before, like the modernization and all that happened. And then when all that happened, the Bengal Renaissance happened, right? All that, those movements came, and spiritual movements and the freedom movement and all that.
Brahmo.
Yeah, Brahmo Samaj, all that. So Bengal took that, liberalist ideas, and then communism came. So whatever comes there, it stays. It is not like, it is going to stay. So when CPM won, it stayed for 30 years. It ruled for 30 years. When Mamata Banerjee won, she's ruling since 15 years. So if BJP wins someday, it is going to be like a very, Kattar Hindu type of thing is going to happen there.
Yeah. And I was also
Like
looking
more
at
Kattar compared to, these areas.
Yeah. So you think that if BJP breaks into Bengal's
and TMC
politics,
is going to completely deteriorate, and like it is going to break up.
so Bengalis will then wholeheartedly support BJP, and it will remain in power for at least more than a decade.
Yeah,
Easily.
और ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है.
Yeah.
और
Yeah,
TMC टूट जाएगा पूरा.
that's true. I think right now the population makeup of Bengal and certain seats, in some seats like 30-40 seats, Muslims are sizable population.
It is near like 75 seats.
Yes.
Where it is like nearly impossible for BJP,
to do it.
75 seats at least.
But BJP, as we have seen in the past, does not work like that. It will try to, the rest of the seats where Hindus are in majority, it will try to target those seats.
And get above 50% above.
And try to get a strike rate. On those seats, try to get a strike rate of above 90%. That's how it does it.
Yes, that's how.
So BJP looks at things differently.
That's how it won Assam. Since
Exactly.
Assam also has a 40% minority population.
Exactly. So the Assam template, something which is already a success, why can't it be replicated in Bengal? They already tried it. They already are now a credible alternative of Trinamool Congress.
Because in Assam, they had Hemanta Biswa Sarma, and he had
a face.
They gave Hemanta Biswa Sarma a free hand as well.
Yes, but also a figurehead, a face.
Yes,
somebody, who other members of the party can rally around.
Yes.
Here in Bengal, Suvendu Adhikari is, unfortunately, there are some rumors which I have gotten to know through Twitter that Suvendu Adhikari is not being given a free hand.
Yes, I have also, learned this
through grapevine.
Yeah.
So the idea is until they find their guy, they would be fighting under Narendra Modi.
Yes.
As this double engine, as a double engine government. So they would be fighting on the platform of development.
Yes, and that kind of thing, like you parachute a leader, that thing is not going to work in Bengal.
That is the problem, because you're not dealing with a lazy party like Congress. Yes. You're dealing with a very professional cadre of Trinamool. This is why it's very dangerous. So anyway, I think we'll cover Bengal in some other day. So coming back to Bihar, one more reason why I think RJD lost is because of some spokespersons who were representing it.
Yes.
And there were two women in particular who were the most uncouth women I have ever seen on Indian television.
Okay. I have not watched much of them, but
Yeah,
I
there's
heard.
one called Priyanka and the other is some Yadav. Nothing to do with their background. It's just that they were saying stuff that you wouldn't call parliamentary.
Like disrespectful.
Yeah, it was like full on no control over the language. We were intemperate language were being used. Like you're calling names to general caste,
Okay.
calling them Manuvadi,
Hmm.
and then saying that you change your surname.
Okay.
There was this one instance where a TV anchor Chitra Tripathi was saying, "Why don't you change your surname? Would you change your surname?
Okay.
Why don't you adopt the surname of Kushwaha?" So she said, "Bhai, this is my surname. My father and mother have given me. Why would I change it? I'm proud of my lineage." So the point was, when you have extremists representing you on TV, even though it may not be the only factor why you lost.
right.
It is one of the important, major, incremental factor that
Right.
swings the fence sitters against you.
Yes. This factor is like you are very right with this factor. And I also add there were many videos and reels with the RJD supporters threatening of Rangdari and like Gundagardi.
Yeah, Tejasvi
like
is
that,
scene making.
No, not Tejasvi, but his party, matlab, Karyakartas were making such videos. Of like,
That's right, and it was also a reminder to people that the
About the
whole
Jungle
Jungle Raj
Yeah.
might be coming back with
Right.
RJD.
Right. Yes.
Instead of doing that, if Tejasvi Yadav had presented himself as the torch bearer of new Rashtriya Janata Dal,
Mm.
as the new RJD,
Mm.
as say a more reformed and more refined
Right.
version of socialist politics that emerged from the JP movement. If he had done that, he may have found, I think, a bit more success.
Yes, that's right. And this is the problem with all the, the regional parties. Like most of the regional parties, they take that, that reformist ideology. Like we are going to reform India and remove all the ills, and we'll bring scientific attitude among the masses. And their population, their cadres are the most unscientific. They are engaging in most hooliganism of all kinds.
One thing to say that we are going to reform things, we're going to change things. But the problem is that you're threatening vengeance.
Yeah. That's
you
true.
are saying that we are going to go, we are going to completely destroy you, or we are going to bring in a situation which you voted against 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Now we will bring it back. So why would anyone would come back to you?
Right, that's true. Yes.
And this is how you alienate general caste. Okay, you're not saying they are not seeking reservations from you. They're seeking general protection, that we would not be villainized and we would not be, turned into this, we would not be, there wouldn't be things done against us.
It cannot be us versus them. Like they want to.
You're dividing society.
Kind of
And you're dividing society, which actually doesn't need to be divided. Now this narrative of victimhood does not really resonate because it's just not the reality on the ground.
That's right.
Like you're saying, okay, we're going to destroy Manuvad, but where is Manuvad on the ground? Where is Manuvad? Who is saying that you follow the teachings of Manu, or you? I think Manu Smriti is massively villainized.
I think nobody
and people who criticize Manu have not read Manu Smriti. That's not the point. The point is, where is Manuvad that you speak of? So there has to be some kind of a substance in order for your message to be
taken seriously.
Yeah, to be taken seriously.
Yeah, that's right. I would like, I think apart from the general category, I think even the, the people from the scheduled caste communities, they voted massively for the NDA because they were the ones who were at the receiving end.
Exactly.
Jungle Raj.
Exactly.
They were the ones
in Jungle Raj. See, until 1992 or until when VP Singh brought the OBC reservation, all these persons were in general.
Yes. Right.
So who do you think they were having fights with? They were having fights with the persons who are in the lower pecking order.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about perception, right? So who do you think they were? Who do you think they
Targeting
were?
mostly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were tormenting them.
Yeah, the records also say like the general category somewhat resisted it. The Jungle Raj, probably they took damage, but they resisted it as well. But the people from like the marginalized sections of the society, they were the ones who had to like bear the full like the wrath of all that what happened.
Exactly. So
And women as well, because Nitish has Nitish Kumar has such a huge like
popularity amongst women.
Yes, and women were like at the receiving end when there are like crimes against women. That was like when there is gundagardi in society, women will always suffer, like especially women from the lower strata of the society.
Yeah. So this is why I think they lost. I mean, there can be myriad of reasons why they lost, but these are the reasons that stand out.
Right.
Like the optics were terrible. The spokespersons were uncouth.
Yes.
They were always picking fights with
Opposition anchor,
with TV anchors.
Yeah.
Like TV anchor is supposed to be giving chance to everyone. Okay, there may be a hint of bias here and there,
Yeah.
but you can't show yourself as this always picking fights with everyone.
Right.
So this is why I think it went against them, and I think RJD is done. Like the way it got trounced in this election, I'm not too sure how it recovers.
Do you think they will have to like bring out like massive change in their like?
Of course, as I said, RJD and all these Samajwadi and socialist policy parties, they really have to emerge as a credible alternative, not just for their demographics that they target, also to everyone. You can't just alienate villainize a certain section.
I think even Akhilesh Yadav, like Samajwadi Party,
Akhilesh Yadav is smarter.
Made some change. Like I saw some poster or something. They like the PDA thing they are doing. Their ideology is PDA. Like I don't know what's the full form of it. It was like about the marginalized sections of society. So they changed it into something like scientific thing. Like हम विज्ञानवादी सोच की तरफ जा रहे हैं और
yes,
like things like that. So they are bringing some change.
If there is any threat to BJP in Hindi heartland, it is from SP. Akhilesh Yadav, may not be as hardworking as say Modi, but he is definitely a damn good alternative.
Do you think?
And his base is there.
Do you think like this, like lot of SP spokespersons are also taking this Vigyanvadi thing that we will? Like
I think they have to market themselves as new SP and new RJD.
So do you think this can work like Vigyanvadi? So
I'm sure. I mean, it can work. I mean, who? There is no proof that the public is not seeking at some level alternative of BJP.
Yes.
I mean, it's natural in a democracy. So in order to attract those people, this old playbook is not going to work.
Yeah, that has
the
to
only
change.
way it's going to work is you present yourself as a new version of yourself.
Yeah, right.
And I think Akhilesh Yadav can do that. Akhilesh Yadav is the only threat. I mean, as a fan of BJP, I would be wary of Akhilesh Yadav.
He has more potential than at least Tejasvi Yadav. Right.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has studied from Australia. Not saying that Australia alone is a good credential.
He has more exposure, public
but
exposure.
He's a ninth fail, Tejasvi.
Yeah.
And Akhilesh Yadav is comparatively, I think.
He's a graduate.
So
do you think like now that BJP has got so many seats in NDA, do you think like in the center BJP will have more leeway over the state government of Bihar?
Absolutely. Now these elections have strengthened the central government as well.
Yes.
Like Modi was already leading it like he had full majority on his own. There's no doubt about that. But now it's reinforced that power.
Right.
So that situation, if anything, has become better for BJP. Now this is like, now the only thing that remains is UP.
Yes.
Right. And I mean, I'm saying that this actually breaks everything, breaks the morale of opposition.
Brings a lot of momentum to BJP.
Brings a lot of momentum. In fact, if some tough reforms are to be done, you can try and bring them.
In this
because public has overwhelmingly given indication that the opposition's tactics are not working. Opposition has to do better.
Right.
Because until that happens, BJP remains the only alternative.
I was reading an article. It said that when BJP announced caste census, it ended all the opposition, like the way they were.
Yeah, that's how BJP has been doing this. I mean, BJP said, let's just
Adopting the talking points
puncture
of-
their balloon.
Mm,
That's what it was.
mm.
Let's take, wind out of their sails. That's what it was. And it broke them. It broke them. Now, Rahul Gandhi is like that of a parrot. He can be likened to a parrot. He keeps on repeating the same thing.
Right.
But now that you've just removed it from the whole syllabus,
Defanged him.
what is he going to do?
Yeah.
So it was necessary because ultimately BJP has to survive. If BJP has to do reforms that we want, BJP will have to be in power. Now it has more than 1600 MLAs. 1654 is the number. So it has more MLAs than it has ever had in its history. So it's at the zenith. I mean, if only somehow UP voters and Rajasthan voters and Maharashtra voters had done their job in 2024, they would have had a,
Rajya Sabha majority.
Lok Sabha majority. So looks like that momentum has been created. And do you think 2029? I mean, there is no doubt in my mind BJP and Modi is going to come back.
It is like, if BJP somehow manages to bring Bengal and then UP, BJP will 100% it will return in 2029.
I 100% feel that now it looks like 2029 is in the bag for BJP. Looks like what I see right now.
I agree with you. Yeah.
And Modi, all he has to do is stay. There has to be unequivocal message passed to every Indian. Modi is not resigning.
Yes.
Modi is not going anywhere. Modi is going to be a prime minister till his late 80s. Because he's fit. He takes care of himself. And as long as he's there, BJP is not losing
at all. Yeah.
Because I think he's just done nothing. He's not put a foot wrong. I think just since 2014, how many times he has made mistakes? I mean, everyone will make mistake, but you can just count his mistakes, one or two here and there.
Right.
He hasn't put a foot wrong, and he has corrected himself. So that's that. Then मुझे उसके बारे में भी बात करनी है. Jan Suraj, Mr. Prashant Kishore. What happened to him? You said he's a factor.
Yeah, I thought he, like, his vote share was like 4%. Like, I thought he would be getting vote share between 5 to 10%. So his vote share was like 3%. I would say.
So he queered the pitch for himself या किसी और के लिए भी किया. मतलब who did he got votes from? JDU, BJP or opposition? He ended up losing deposits in almost every seat.
Yeah, like 2 seats, 2 seats छोड़ के सब में they lost deposit. So I think vote share itself was very low. Like 4% is like really low.
So he's
if
not.
He had got like 6 to 7%, he would have been a factor. And his vote share was like scattered because MIM got like 0.7% votes and it got 5 seats. So his vote share was definitely scattered. So there was no seat conversion for Jan Suraj.
And so many things happened.
Yeah. He also did a press conference recently after this loss that he's going to continue. He's going to like.
He would not leave Bihar after such a drubbing.
I think he would he's playing
continue
the long game
to struggle.
Now. I think he's going to play the long game.
I mean, in Indian politics, except for AAP, I don't think anyone has had on a debut you can win something.
Yes.
Like even BJP in its first elections, it was struggling.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can. AAP is the only party which I thought
which won its first election itself.
Participated in Delhi elections and it ended up forming government with the help of Congress.
I think it is because it was an urban election.
It was an urban election and their campaign was also very saturated, like very tight. And they always had a momentum of India against corruption, Anna Hazare movement.
And it was one city. Delhi
and Arvind Kejriwal still had some credit in the bank.
Some credibility.
He was like, he hadn't shown himself as this guy who's absolutely, he was totalitarian. He hadn't shown himself as somebody. He was leading a motley group of civil society leaders. That's why there was still trust in him. He ended up, when he came to power, he ended up slowly but surely getting rid of all the competitors. He got rid of that Prashant Bhushan, got rid of that Yogendra Yadav, got rid of that poet guy. Who's that? Koi Deewana Kehta Hai. What's his name?
Vishwas, na? Kumar
Vishwas. So he got rid of everyone. So he had credit at that time. And it was an urban election, you're right. It was basically a glorified municipal mayoral election. So That's what it was. I think it looks like 2029 is Modi's to lose. Let's hope that no one has any doubt that Modi is not going to continue.
Yes, right.
It should be unequivocal message that Modi is here to stay. He's fit. Everything's there. So
He will stay prime minister in his 80s.
right, he can. I mean, Donald Trump,
Yeah, he's
Manmohan
80%
Singh,
right? Yeah.
then Atal Bihari Vajpayee himself, and he's fit. That's the most important thing. He's mentally, he's sane. He doesn't say crazy things,
Right.
and he has wealth of experience now. So that's all there is. So another guy I wanted to discuss, that brother of Tejasvi Yadav, Tej Pratap. What
He
happened to
also
him?
lost. He also lost. his
He
seat.
lost, I know, but he wasn't a factor.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
He
I
he
thought
wasn't
would
a factor.
Probably win his own seat. Like maybe RJD would have
I had a
supported him from the
suspicion.
backside.
I had a suspicion that it was basically like a fixed match.
Yeah.
There was some scandal with him, that some pictures came out that he was living in
Yeah.
some
With
kind
some
of
woman.
prohibited relationship where I think his divorce is not even finalized.
I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah.
About
So
that.
whatever it was a family scandal.
Mm,
So they got rid of him
mm,
so that he doesn't become a factor.
mm. And then
But
he
I think
was-
they were. I don't think
I
they
think
were.
RJD पीछे से support करके जितवा देती उसको. This is what I
वही
thought.
था. I thought it was a fixed match, but RJD.
खुद
But it
को-
ended up.
खुद ही जितना मुश्किल
खुद ही
उसको
नहीं
क्या
जीत पाए.
जितवाए.
And then there was this one sister who's also been.
Vocal, yeah.
Who's sister of Tejasvi Yadav, who's been.
She's left
removed.
the family and she said that she was attacked with a slipper as well.
What's her name?
Rohini Acharya.
Rohini Acharya. She donated kidney to her
Yes,
father,
yes.
Lalu Yadav. Lalu Yadav, who is not well. So, that's what happens when you
A
do
lot
not
of-
get desired result. Then people start bickering amongst themselves.
You can also say this is bad karma of the family itself.
That's what people are saying on social media, that they have accumulated so much bad karma that now chickens are coming home to roost. I think this is what it is. And there was this one guy who said that I'm so glad that Laulu Yadav is alive to see his family and his political legacy falling apart. Something to that effect.